Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun. Mercury is only a bit larger than Earth's moon. The diameter of Mercury is 4,000 kilometers.
Venus is the second planet from the Sun. Venus is terribly hot, even hotter than Mercury. The atmosphere is toxic. The pressure at the surface will crush and kill you. The diameter of Venus is 12,000 kilometers.
The Earth. The Earth is the third planet from the Sun. Earth is a water world, with 2/3 of the planet covered by ocean. It is the only world known to harbor life. Earth's atmosphere is rich in life-sustaining nitrogen and oxygen. The diameter of the Earth is 7 million kilometers.
Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun. It's cold and dusty place. The dust and iron oxide gives the planet its reddish cast. The diameter of Mars is 6,000 kilometers.
Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun. Jupiter is hot and is the most massive planet in our solar system. It's a mostly gaseous world, mostly hydrogen and helium. The diameter of Jupiter is 139 million.
Saturn. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun. It is known most for its rain. The gaseous planet is mostly hydrogen and helium. It was numerous moons. The diameter of Saturn is 74 miles.
Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. Uranus is an oval. It's the only giant planet whose equator is nearly at right angles to its orbit. The diameter of Uranus is 51,000 of kilometers.
Neptune is the eighth planet from the Sun. Neptune is known for strong winds, something faster than the speed of sound. Neptune is fat, out and cool. The diameter is 49,000 kilometers.
Sun. The Sun is a star at the center of the solar system. It is a nearly perfect sphere for hot plasma, with internal convective motion that generates a magnetic field via the dynamo process.
A continent is a big extension of Earth that have a difference between another ones that are smallest. In our planet, we have 5 continents: America, Europe, Asia, Australia, and Africa.
America is the second largest continent on Earth after Asia. Occupies much of the Western Hemisphere. Counts with 35 countries and 25 depends due to its large seas and its geography. America is divided into North and South America. Population is around 1 billion and extension 42,000. America has a great diversity of animals, flora and fauna.
Africa. The Africa continent with its 30 million square kilometers. It is the third largest continent in the world, and this occupies about 1/5 of the total surface of the planet, with a population of 11,000 of millions of people. In this space that is dominated by the subdesert which have annual rainfall ranging between 130 and 3,000, prevails a herbaceous formation with small and scarring shoots.
Europe is the second small continent, covering 2% of the planet. Surface have 15 countries and 6 depends. Sea situated between parallels 36 and 70 north latitude. 28 countries make up the Europe Union. The continent is characterized by massive land and also by islands and peninsulas. Population 739 million inhabitants.
Asia. Asia is the largest continent of Earth. Has 44 million square kilometers. It is located in the East Hemisphere, in East Europe, and in the North Hemisphere, from the equator to the Sound and 77 degrees north latitude. It was a population of around 4 million of people. The characteristic of habitat is tundra, fifth rare plant, silver fox, antelope, and emine.
Australia have a population of 23 million of people. Australia includes a famous kangaroo and also marsupial, reptiles, birds, insects, and so much animals. Australia have a famous plant called eucalypt. The big continental island borders with some seas that constitute arms of the biggest oceans. Australia has 7 million square kilometers of surface. The interior of the Earth is similar to the other terrestrial planets, is chemically divided into layers.
The crust. The plates that form the Earth's crust are floating on soft materials under severe pressure. Slowly they display relative to each other. In the past, they were unit. Then they separate to form the present continents. Terral faults, cracks, volcanoes, and earthquakes because they movements and pressure on domestic materials. Various phenomena occur oceanic crust. The oceanic crust has a thickness for about 10 kilometers continental crust, with an average thickness for 35 kilometers.
Mantle. The mantle is between the core below and the crust above. The mantle is composed of silicate of iron and magnesium, sulfides and oxide of silicon and magnesium. The mantle is divided into sections.
Core. The air core is a part of Earth in the middle of the planet. It has solid inner core and liquid outer core. The outer core of the Earth is liquid. The outer core of the Earth is very hot. The liquid metal of the outer core has very low viscosity, meaning it is easily deformed and malleable. Inner core, the inner core, is a hot, dense ball of iron. Roraima is a mountain of 2.810 meters high. It's located in the border between Venezuela and Brazil. Its area on top is divided between Venezuela 19% and Brazil 5%. The top with a surface of 3 square kilometers is surrounded by cliff of 400 meters high.
The mystical place is ideal to disconnect from the world. It has a otherworldly experience in the hot and humid jungle. It's full of vegetation. It's not easy to ride there, but absolutely you need to go.
The Roraima is a sandstone plateau jutted over 1,000 meters above the wood savanna. The tops of the plateau of the park are considered some of the oldest geological and formation that date back to about 2 billion years in the Precambric.
Composed volcanoes, also known as volcanoes stratum. The composed volcanoes are tall symmetrically with steep slopes.
Are formed by alternative layers of lava flow, volcanic ash, chutes, and pumps. Many volcanoes compose exceed the 2,500 meters for altitude.
Volcanoes are characterized by a steep profile and periodic and explosive eruption. The lava flowing from within is highly viscous and cold and hardened before it can get far.
Many examples are In Ecuador, el Monte Shasta, and in California, the Monte Lassen.
Of water in the Earth suppose a 71 percentile of the terrestrial surface. The total amount of water on the planet is 1 million approximated. It's divided in 97 percentile salt water and 3 percentile sea water.
In Asia have 36% of water, and it is distributed as follows: 91% agriculture, 7% government, and 2% industry. In Australia, they have 3% of water. In Africa, they have 30% of water.
In Europe, they have 8% of water and it's distributed as follows: 8% agricultural, 16% government, 76% of industry. And in America, have 43% of water, 0.3% with the raising, 35 of farming, 3.6 of government, 0.3 for plants, 5.6 for mining, and 70.5 industry.
The Bermuda Triangle is a geographic area with an equilateral triangle located in the Atlantic Ocean between the Bermuda Island, Puerto Rico, and Miami. By joining these 3 points with an imaginary line, like a triangle for about 1,600 kilometers, foresight is formed an area of approximately 1.1 million kilometers squares.
Unexplained disappear in the Bermuda Triangle began to come near in 1950 and have been reported steadily since then, giving different explanations. For years, many have been looking for a response on disappearance, but it seems that the solution has finally been found.
Despite the distance between Norway and Bermuda, scientists found deep craters in the deep on the Barents Sea, which are believed to have been created by a methane explosion under the wet marine. It is spectacular that this also became the Bermuda Triangle in the region that has not been defined in the western part of North Atlantic Ocean, more or less between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico.